Thank you for joining me. This is Kati Whitledge with a Beyond the Technique podcast. It's Thursday, which means it's you and me. Today, this episode is for the hairstylist. How to go from good to great. The gap between good and great stylists. Greatness is rarely about talent alone. If you feel like, I'm good, but I want to be great, today's conversation is for you. Let's dive in. Most stylists are good. And when I share the kind of differences between good and great, you're going to be like, well, especially owners listening today or leaders, you're going to be like, I appreciate all that the good stylists bring to the table. And this is true. If you're good, you're good. If you want to get to another level, that's what we're going to kind of differentiate today. You're already good. How do you go from good to great? The gap between good and great is often found in the little things. Greatness is not about perfection, especially technical perfection. And great stylists just tend to think differently. They act differently. They operate differently over time. Good gets by. You can have a good career for a long period of time. Great builds careers, influence, opportunities, and longevity. Today, I want to share 5 differences I consistently see between good and great stylists. So, number 1, good stylists show up, great stylists show up beyond what is required. So, good stylists, these are all good things. They arrive on time, work their scheduled hours, they complete expectations, they do what's asked. Great stylists invest outside the clock. They practice when nobody's watching. They stay after to learn. They come early to support. They help prepare for events. They volunteer for opportunities. They reach beyond the minimum requirements, the minimum expectations. Because great stylists understand the paycheck reflects far more than the hours you physically stand behind the chair. There is effort to be had outside of your comfort zone. Great stylists want to push themselves outside of their comfort zone. There's invisible work that creates visible success. Nobody's an overnight success. You may feel like somebody's an overnight success, and then you hear their story and they're like, well, it took them 15 years to become an overnight success. They are disciplined before they're recognized for being disciplined. They aren't doing it for the recognition. Employers and clients notice people who consistently lean in. You may think nobody notices, nobody appreciates. I promise you, it will pay off in due time. Great careers are usually built during the hours that nobody requires from you. Point number 2. Good stylists attend education. Great stylists chase education. These are all good things. Good stylists attend required salon classes. They show up. They learn what's expected. They stay competent. They're good. Great stylists invest in advanced education beyond what the salon provides with their own money oftentimes. They travel. They watch tutorials, and here's a big key differentiator. They apply what they learn. They're not afraid to take risks, and sometimes you have to take 2 steps backwards in order to propel yourself forward. I want you to picture a slingshot. If you want that slingshot to go super freaking far, how far back do you got to pull it? When I see stylists, let's say, get back into the industry, maybe they took a maternity leave, maybe they took a break, maybe they got into education, now they want to get back behind the chair. The ones that go from good to great are the ones that are willing to take a couple steps back in order to propel forward. If they take a class, they're not embarrassed to say, can I try this new thing I learned? Even if they've been in the industry for years, because great stylists constantly want to learn and they constantly want to try new techniques. They never believe that they've arrived. I once worked with a gentleman who said, I'm not attending that class. I mean, I could be teaching this class. I'm not going to attend a class I could teach probably better than the teacher showing up. And I'll never forget that attitude because I was like, whoa, we don't have the same mindset at all. And you got to really watch that kind of mindset and not allow yourself to be consistently exposed because you become who you hang out with. You want the person that's like, no matter how many years they've been in the industry, they're like, I always have something to learn from anybody. Everybody has something cool that I'm going to take away from this experience. Great stylists know that your income grows in proportion to your knowledge, skills, and adaptability. If you are willing to consistently grow your knowledge, your skills, and your adaptability, your income potential will skyrocket. The industry changes constantly. We see this. Trends evolve, client expectations. Look at our clients now. They expect master level results even from protege stylist level, new talent. Advanced education creates that confidence, consistently putting yourself in rooms where you can get better. Confidence changes consultations and your ability to powerfully set up your pricing menu. Average stylists wait to be taught. Great stylists go hunting for knowledge. Point number 3, good stylists are team players. Great stylists elevate the entire team. These are all good things. Good stylists stay positive. They avoid drama. They support coworkers. They contribute to the team. These are all good things. In fact, I really keep bringing this up. Like 80% of your team are in the good bracket. And that is a good place to be. They're solid, dependable, and you know what to expect. And then you have your 20%, and then the 20% of the 20% who are going to go beyond greatness. There's potential there. The strongest people in the salon aren't typically the owners, the managers. They are the culture keepers, and those are often the great stylists. They influence culture, they encourage others, they rally the team, they celebrate wins for everybody, they bring energy into the rooms, they help newer stylists grow. They're never threatened if they see other people excelling in an area that they personally excel in. They want that for anybody and everybody. They lead without needing authority or title. Somebody else becoming better than you doesn't mean you're not great. It doesn't mean you're not going to make great money. I see this comparison trap and this attitude shift in stylists who are at the top, and then somebody comes up, they feel threatened. Great stylists don't look at it like that. They say, "You go and make your 6 figures. Okay, we're each on our own path. We're gonna blossom in different seasons of our career in different ways, more than once." I think that's the other thing I need to tell you. If you feel like you've blossomed, it doesn't mean it's the only time you're gonna bloom. I've had that fear where this is it. This is the best it could ever be. How could anything get better than this? And you almost self-destruct. Stay focused on always growing, always learning, because there's more good things ahead. And great people with great mindsets know that. Great energy spreads. Attitudes are contagious. Great stylists rise. Uh, I'm sorry, great stylists raise the standards of everybody around them. Their leadership through the way they take ownership of themselves, their career, the company, they are consistent. If your presence is only benefiting you, you're missing the opportunity to become truly great. Point number 4, great stylists think about today's appointment. Great stylists think about the client's entire journey. I talk about this in my book. From First Date to Forever, an owner's guide to marketing like a matchmaker. It's sad that I had to go look at the title. Oh, your girl has ADHD. I'll just say that. So when you think about marketing and falling in love and being in this lasting relationship, I talk about how it's important that when you are in that lasting relationship, you're looking at somebody holistically. When they're in for a consultation, you aren't just saying, "We're gonna consult on this one thing you put on my schedule today." Let's say it's a haircut. So I assume we're just doing a haircut. No. A great hairstylist looks beyond the service that's on the books. They look at the whole person. I mean, good stylists are going to do that, and that's not a bad thing. But if you want to be great, you're going to shift your perspective because good stylists are going to still recommend products, rebook appointments, and deliver a solid service. Where great stylists, they're going to create these long lasting game plans. They know what product the client is going to need and need next, especially returning clients. They're like, okay, they look at the history. My client's going to need more shampoo, and I'm going to introduce them to this and this product because we're entering into a new season of weather. So I'm going to be cognizant of this. They are more strategic. They track those seasonal hair concerns. They prepare future color strategies for their clients. They build maintenance protocols for their clients. Your client wants the expert. They want somebody to care and come along this journey with them. You can be that. And by the way, if you do this really well, you will be wildly successful financially and in every single way. You'll have less clients, but they'll spend more, and it'll be easier to maintain a relationship with 100 people than constantly see over 300 new people every single year. That is exhausting. You will have burnout. But if you go onto this side of the things where you anticipate the client's needs before they even ask, if you've got a plan for them that excites them, you're going to be the exception. You're going to be a part of the elite top percentage of the greatest of greats. So, mapping out their future appointments, knowing the timing of different retail hair care needs, making really personalized recommendations. If you have clients that you absolutely adore, they go out and they start promoting you for you by giving your cards, your Instagram, they want make them your fans. Give them something special. Like say, I want more people like you. You're awesome. Can you tell your friends to come to see me? They build loyalty instead of looking at today's transaction. So think holistically, not just about today's service appointment. Great stylists know they don't need every client. They really work to refine their talents, their niche, what they specialize in. They have somebody sit in their chair that may not be aligned with them. They can feel it. And instead of being like, I'm not going to move forward or try to people please, most good stylists will try to people please and be like, let's try this. I want to make you happy. Where great stylists are like, I just know in my gut this isn't right. And they'll say, I know somebody here that could be a good fit for you. Or, hey, do you have a few minutes? Go through our Maya matchmaking survey and let's see who you're going to match with based on who you are and what you're looking to get done. And when the top three results come back, you're saying, yeah, this is exactly who I was thinking to set you up with. I don't think I'm the right person for this particular approach, but I know who is. And I think you're going to love them. You're going to love working with them. Protect, great styles protect their energy, and really hone in on what they specialize in. They stop chasing everybody and start becoming exceptional for somebody. And point number 5, good stylists post hair photos. Great stylists build a brand people remember. And this is all good again, right? Because good stylists post before and after photos. They show their finished hair. They share content on social media occasionally. All good things and really the bare minimum. But if you want to be exceptional, if you want to go from good to great, great stylists tell stories through their social media. They highlight client transformations on an emotional, human to human level. They share their life behind the chair themselves. They show their personality, their values, their expertise, and lifestyle. They create that emotional connection because clients buy connection. They're not coming in to buy a service, they're coming in for a connection with somebody who can deliver the outcomes they desire. There is power to storytelling. What does it mean to tell a story? Here's an example. You show up kind of the whole appointment in a reel. Like it's a 30-second reel of here's where they come in, the before, the during, the after. And you're like, this is Susan. And Susan really struggled with frizz and dry hair. And we took her through the specialized hair cutting approach for textured hair. I cleansed her scalp and remove that epidermis layer of skin with our detox mask. And then I went through and hydrated her with this really awesome conditioner that won't weigh her beautiful hair down, but just give her the moisture that she truly desires and needs. And when we styled it and I showed her how to refresh her style when she goes home, she is thrilled. Susan gives a thumbs up in the video. She's smiling. She's having, and she was like, look at Susan's day was made, but really my day was made because I was able to bring Susan to a whole new place and relationship with her hair. That, my friends, is storytelling. It's not just a photo. Oh, look at this hydrated hair. It goes beyond the basics. It tells a story. And then you become known for something so specific. And it doesn't even have to be like, oh, you become known for somebody who helps people with frizzy hair. It's like, whoa, beyond that, you become known for somebody who's like caring for people on such a deeper level that is going to stand out. That is going to be a huge differentiator from everybody else's posts and the way they go about things. So if you are that blonding specialist, how can you tell that story on a regular basis? If you specialize in hair extensions or curly hair, or you are so wellness focused, how can you, with your client's approval and even like thumbs, yes, you can use my story. You can tell people are so open to that, to share. Not everybody, but you're going to get a lot of people that are going to be very supportive of you sharing their kind of maybe problem that you've solved. You guys, great stylists care. They're not known because they're great. They're known because they make people feel great. When people are in your presence, do they walk away feeling so much better about themselves? That's the goal. And that's going to set you apart. You can always go from good to great. No matter where you are in this journey in your career, greatness is available to you. It's built through consistency, dedication, ownership, education, humility, being humble to say, there's a lot more I could learn and do and apply, and being intentional. Because the good between, or the difference between good and great is found in those decisions that are made every single day. So here's my final challenge, a question for you to ask yourself. Honestly, where have you settled into being good when you're capable of becoming great? If you want to get to a whole nother level, where have you settled for being good that you can push through to be great? And then, my friends, just trust this journey and stay thirsty because there's always more to learn, grow, and move towards. It's awesome. And I hope you enjoyed today's conversation. Share it with a friend in the industry who may need to hear this. They're good. You want to see them be great. Or new talent just starting out. You could be good, but you could be great. And here's the difference. It's all good. And we get to do it together. It's so fun. So I hope you appreciate today's conversation. If you do, please leave us a 5-star review wherever you're listening. It takes just a moment. It'll help more people like you discover Beyond the Technique, where we're here to change the way that you are supported in your business. Until next time, have an awesome day and stay strong.
Did you know over 60% of first-time clients do not return for a second visit? That is so painful, but it doesn't have to be that way. That's where Maya comes in. Maya is the ultimate marketing software for the beauty and wellness industry. We have a proprietary funnel utilizing special algorithms to help connect the right consumers with the right providers at your business. This means that Maya helps you get higher spending clients you love to work with who stay the long haul. If you want to increase your revenue, increase your client count, increase your average ticket, and increase your new client retention, then you need Maya. Go to joinmaya.com to set up your own personal virtual tour and see why over 500,000 consumers have trusted Maya and the businesses we work with to find their perfect beauty and wellness pro. We promise you will love Maya.